Okay. Welcome to below the lowest level of intelligence. For anybody who watches my videos, you know I usually keep my distance from the camera because I'm 10. Sorry, food courtesy of the best mom ever. Marvel, classic X-Men, number 2. Classic, as the title says. First comic review. Okay, so anybody who knows about anything about X-Men knows some of the people on this team. Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, maybe Colossus. Some people you might not know are Banshee and Thunderbird. Thunderbird's my favorite person on this team. I just like Thunderbird. I think it's been ever since the X-Men episode of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends that was on once. If you've ever seen that episode of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, put it down there in the comments. So, let's open her up. Chapter 1, The Doomsmith Scenario. This was written by Chris Claremont. Is he a famous X-Men writer? I don't know. Maybe. If he is, put it down in the comments. Okay. So here we've got Charlie. I called you here, X-Men, because there's something I want to tell you all. Ooh, everybody's gathered around, all ominous. None of them are happy. I want you to notice the older X-Men. Jean Grey, Angel, and Havoc. Why was Havoc there in Giant Size X-Men #1 if he hadn't ever been a member of the X-Men full time at that point? I am proud of you, my X-Men, my new as well as my old. And he's looking at Colossus and Cyclops and Sunfire. And Cyclops is the only one who's an old X-Men, although he got a suit redesign. Yuck. I don't like those cheese fries. Grilled cheese sandwich. Now as to the future. As to the future, Professor, it is a future that does not include Sunfire. Sunfire being all emo with his red mask. Why are you so emo, Sunfire? Why? Shiro, I don't understand. I thought you'd agreed to join us. Right here. Professor being like, oh, why? And here comes Sunfire being emo some more. I agreed to help you, Professor, once. And once it is quite enough. My duty is to my own country and my emperor. Oh, you're being all emo and trying to act like this Usagi Yojimbo guy. Have you ever read Usagi Yojimbo? Two specific storylines I love. Grass Cutter and Tomo's story. Have you ever read those trades or the stories and issues? If you have, put it down there. I first read them in my school's library, so. I care nothing for the world you offer. I want none of it, none of you, and none of your X-Men. Sorry, I'm gonna take a munch on one of these cookies. Freshly baked cookie. No, I'm just kidding, they're store-bought. And then here's Charlie and Nightcrawler and Thunderbird and Colossus on this page. I see. Do any of the rest of you echo Sunfire's thoughts? Nightcrawler, Thunderbird, Colossus? Of course, I do not know Gaspedon Xavier. Does anybody know what that means? I think it's Russian for something. If you do, I'm taking another munch on this cookie. Cuckoo. Okay. So wipe the crumbs off me. Okay. Here we got Storm, Wolverine. They say we have been together barely 2 days, and 2 are nothing. I am intrigued by the professor's offer. I will stay, says Storm. And when I first read this, I was like 5, and I didn't know who was gonna stay. I know a lot more about X-Men now, so I know that Colossus, Nightcrawler, Storm, and Wolverine stay. I still wasn't sure about Banshee, Thunderbird, and Sunfire, so. What? Just a minute. I'm not really good at reading upside down, so. What the hey, Storm? It sure beats sitting around Alpha Base waiting for a go call, and that's echoing Wolverine's past in the Canadian supergroup Alpha Flight. Any of you ever read Alpha Flight? I like Puck and Sasquatch. Okay, so here we've got Banshee's answer, which I really found interesting. Sorry for the cookie voice. Nah, Cookie Monster. What about you, Banshee? Will you go or stay? Says Charlie. And then, well, I won't lie to ye, Professor. I like it here, and that's the truth. I'm going to have to shut it off in a minute, because YouTube's freaking 10-minute limit. I friggin' hate it. It's completely and utterly. Okay, so I'm gonna try to zip through this page. If I can't, First, comic book review. I usually am used to Zord reviews, but I won't lie to myself either. Your X-Men are all young people. Students, me, I'm a barely literate ex-cop, and like it or not, there's some gray hairs, there's some gray among the Banshee's golden hair. And Professor says all nonsense to that, but that's going to be